Hi everyone, Gazalelo here, Bondi Guru. I hope you're all doing really wonderful. So today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the intuitive guidance session. I'm going to talk a little bit about this because obviously I get a lot of questions around, do I do readings? What do I do with my spare time other than the intuitive horoscopes? So the intuitive guidance sessions are 1 hour. This is how it works. And I give you 1 full hour and everything's based on intuition. So you would turn up to an intuitive guidance session because you're looking for guidance, you're looking for clarity, maybe you're unsure about a path that you want to take or a decision in your life, unsure about yourself, or maybe you've got a lot of anxiety going on, things of that nature, or you want to know how to be present, step into your power, be empowered, and most importantly, I think anyway, is align with your own intuition. And so usually the first question I would ask somebody is, do you know anything about present moment awareness? And I ask this question because it helps me understand where you're at on your self-awareness journey. So although I write intuitive horoscopes, which are all based on intuition, have nothing to do with astrology or the planets or anything of that nature. They're purely based on intuition. I can understand why somebody would think, oh, this is going to be a reading, meaning that I'm going to talk to you about your love life or future, or what you should or shouldn't do with your time, with your life, and it's never the case. I'll continue to reiterate that the intuitive horoscopes are based purely on intuition, have nothing to do with astrology. To me, that's important because I can see that they're looked at as readings. I like to stay as clear as possible from anything to do with readings, tarot and all that sort of stuff. It's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's just not my area, okay? So when working with me, my role as an intuitive facilitator is, number one, to support you to land in the present moment. Because if you're not in the present moment, whatever you bring to the session is not actually going to be useful for you, right? You don't need me to give you the answers. My role, again, as a facilitator, is to support you to recognize your own answers. I do this by firstly getting you to understand, feel, and experience what it means to be in the present moment. Some people turn up to a session, they already know how to be in the present moment. Okay, great, then we don't really necessarily need to go through it. But being in the present moment then also allows you to hear and feel what I'm saying, right? If your attention is everywhere else and you're having a conversation with me, it's your money that you're spending, it's your time, your energy. It should be just as valuable to you as it is to me, okay? So if you're in that session and it's just lots of stories and, this happened and that happened and what do you think is going to happen with this, or what should I do with this? None of that is going to be empowering for you. And you're going to have to keep finding people to give you answers. My intention is to support you to dig deep enough within yourself. And so being present so that you can align with your intuition and hear and feel your intuition. Feel its guidance, hear its guidance. Then I can show you the courage that you have to follow through with the guidance from your intuition. So I get a lot of questions, even the lives that I'm doing currently, where people are, what's going to happen with my love life, or when am I going to meet somebody? I don't feel that any of those questions are ever useful, because all you're doing there is giving your power away again. I don't want you to give your power away to me. I don't need your power. I have my own. What you need is to access your power, which is your intuition, and you can only do that via the present moment. When you realize that any question you have, your intuition will actually guide you. It's available to you 24 hours a day via the present moment, okay? And it will guide you beautifully to whatever it needs to guide you with. Its intuition, I say, is always aligned with the bigger picture, your bigger picture. So it's going to guide you according to your bigger picture. When you know how to access your intuition, you don't need to go to other people and ask them what they think or their opinion, their ideas, blah, blah. I'm not saying that that's good, bad, right, or wrong. You just don't need to do that. So my intention with you in an intuitive guidance session is to get you to become present, then to get you to hear your own intuition. The true answer has to come from you. It doesn't matter what I think or say. It needs to come from you. So we have 1 hour together. And the way that that 1 hour works is sometimes, for me, because I work intuitively, I can't do anything uniformed. It doesn't work that way for me. I have to be absolutely, completely, totally, utterly free to be able to follow my intuition, okay? Because it's going to guide me. Sometimes it's zigzag. It's very rarely that a 1 hour session is going to be 1 hour. You're paying for the whole hour. So what I do is time each session. Now, we might spend 10 minutes and then you've got 50 minutes left, and I'll say to you, come back next week or come back in 2 weeks. I always give you homework to do, and the homework is supporting you, again, to hear and feel your own intuition. So usually I'll leave you with excuse me, a set of questions that are going to support you to hear your own intuition. Then you'll come back, let's say the week after, we might use 15 minutes of your time, or we might use 45 minutes of your time. So all of your time is allocated, the entire 60 minutes is for you. How we use that and how long it takes, I don't know. It could take 6 weeks. It could take 3 months. It could take 1 full session. We might use up the entire 60 minutes in 1 session. I do this because, number one, it works for me. It works beautifully for me to remain free in using my intuition. I don't want to sit and just chit chat. There's no point. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. I also don't find it useful spending a whole hour just talking, or you just talking about your emotions or your stories. That's not useful. The way that I work, I want to get to the point as soon as possible. I want to get to exactly what you need to do in terms of the work that you need to do to clear whatever is in the way, because you're the one doing the work, you're the one doing the clearing, it's not me. I'm sitting, holding space, offering you feedback and guiding you based on intuition as to the work that you need to do for yourself. So you need to be able to go back and do the work, okay? Clear whatever it is that is, let's just say, in the way, and then you can hear your own intuition. And so the guidance that I give you is, of course, based on you as your personal situation. So it's not the same guidance for everybody. Everyone's going to have something different. But that guidance is also something that you can use moving forward in your life. I want you to walk away from your time with me knowing how to hear and feel your own intuition. That's most important to me. So that's why the 1 hour that we have together, sometimes it's great if we can spread it out for as long as possible. And sometimes you might come back and continue to do more 1 hour, 60 minutes of time. That's essentially what you're doing, is you're buying 60 minutes of time with me. And that 60 minutes of time shows in all the different ways that it needs to show up, that I don't know what's going to happen because everything's based on intuition. I can't even tell you, someone might ask, well, what am I going to get from this session? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and list a whole bunch of things that you're going to get so that I can feed into your expectations. My suggestion is let go of your expectations. Be willing to show up exactly as you are. You don't even need to prepare for it. Just show up exactly as you are, and the guidance will support you to know what work needs to be done, what's in the way, how to clear it, and then what the next step in your life is going to be. And guess what? All of that's going to come from you, because you have the ability to hear and feel your own intuition. It's just that this is in the way. So I can help you and show you and guide you how to remove what's in the way for you of hearing and feeling your own intuition. So I am also, how do I put this? I am selective in who I work with. And the reason for this is because we need to be the right fit for each other. It's not, if somebody's looking for therapy, for example, then I'm not necessarily the best person. Like I mentioned, for me, it's important to get straight to the point. I want to do that in 3 minutes. Then I want to make sure you've got plenty of time for practices and other things that we can do during our time. But sometimes in 6-7 minutes, I'm just listening to what you're saying intuitively. I'm like, okay, I hear it, I feel you, bang, 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 this is what needs to be taken care of, this is the work that needs to be done. That's how I work. Get straight to the point, especially the point where you get to experience, okay, I see how I'm in my own way now. Okay, because once you see something for what it is, it lets go. But for as long as you're not seeing it for what it is, you're getting something out of it, so you're going to continue doing it. Okay? I just wanted to do this video to let you know I am available for these intuitive guidance sessions. If you would like a session, please reach out. You can message me, DM me here on Instagram, or also via email. It's guru@bondiguru.com. And I look forward to connecting with you again shortly. Thank you.